I turned off the microphone. Hello, everyone, and welcome back. I hope you're all doing great. Hope you're all having a great time. Oh my god. My hair grew back, as you've seen. So I'm so happy. You know, it's just things happen, you know. Just woke up one day and my hair had grown back. How did this even happen? How did this even happen? I mean, this stuff doesn't happen. It's just, one day I woke up and I had hair again. It's a miracle. It's a miracle, you know. Can you see this? Oh my god. It's just amazing. Alright. Let's drink some mate today. Alright, let's get this together. Say hello in the chat. Say hello. Oh, we have here one. Oh yeah, who fucking knew it? Beats Battlestar Galactica. Battlestar Galactica. Oh, I love that one. I saw the whole thing. I was kind of disappointed with the ending. I don't know. It kind of got me like, I don't know. You know, I was hoping for something more. I guess. I don't know. Got me hanging there. Felt like I lost a lot. Then I read that the writers, they were just writing the thing as it happened. So they were just writing it on the go. They didn't know where they were going. It's just crazy, right? I mean, it's a big series that just writes as you go, you know? So it seemed quite lost at some point. It felt like stuff was lost there. I don't know. But I love Battlestar Galactica. I love the act of watching it. Yeah, I loved it. But yeah, okay. Do you like my hair? It's nice hair, right? Nice set of hair, isn't it? Yeah, very much right. Okay, all right. Tonight we have I've solved some problems for us. So we have our problems are resolved. Our dreams will come true now. Yeah, let's put the camera a bit further away so that I'm not like just standing in the middle there. All right, so let me see this. Okay, YouTube's telling me that we are live, that everything's doing well. People are coming and going. They're coming in and living, and it's a mess. It's a mess. But yeah. But thank you for being there. Let's open the project. Let's open the project and let's see what's going on. How much fun are we gonna have today? How much fun are we gonna have today? We're gonna develop this thing. We're gonna make it work. Tell me where you're watching from. In the meantime, tell me how you're liking it over where you are. How's the weather? Tell me a bit. Let's do small talk. Small talk. I like small talk. Yeah. Okay. Let's come here and let's share the screen. Yeah. There it is. Okay. There we go. Okay, first mate. Wait. We need the first mate. Of the night. We will baptize tonight with the first mate. Yes, sir. So good. Okay. Let's play. All right. Okay. We're ready. Oh, wait. It hurts in my face. I can't see. Oh, how do people with hair do it? Can't believe it. Do you have hair? Tell me in the comments. Do you have hair? Do you have a head? Do you have a head full of hair? You have some hair. How much hair do you have? Have you counted it? I have counted it. I have like no. I have a head full now. Have you seen it? Yeah, you can see it right here, right? Yeah, here it is. Okay. So last time we had a problem, and the problem was that our little minions, were attacking this minion, and after they were attacking this guy, they kind of were following that position, and they were kind of colliding in that position, right? They were still going there, and they were not changing, towards an idle mode, a proper idle mode. They were like always chasing that position. So let's look at it now. I solved it. Now they sort of kill this minion, and so all the other minions that start coming in and start fighting, and they kill each other like that. And yeah, and so there's another one there, and there's another one here. They all kill this guy, and they'll go and they score, right? Because yeah, they will score. They will score. There you go. Yeah, they're scoring over there. I'm losing HP. Yeah, I lost a lot of HP. I had 20 at the beginning, now I have 13, so that's fine because there were 7, right? 1 point each. Yeah, so that's brilliant. That's brilliant. That's what we want, and it works quite well. Let's close this down then. All right. Okay. So how do we solve it? Because now also, as you could see, the minions come here and leave, right? They follow the waypoints, which was a problem that we had, and I sort of followed the advice. Want to use someone in chat. Someone in the chat. The chat's so important, mate. Sometimes you have some really good wisdom there. Sometimes, even if you say something that's wrong, you may help me find the thing that's right. Because just help me look at things in a different perspective. Which is good. It's nice. It's good. It's fine. Yes. How good is it? So what we're going to do now is we're going to look at what we did, and yeah, we need to do the smooth rotation. I left a comment there to know where the unsmooth rotations are, because we need to change this to our new smooth nice rotations, because as you could see, the kind of rotation snaps, and we don't want a snappy rotation. We don't want to snap like that. We want it to be like smooth, smooth. So we want no snap, smooth. Okay, that's how we want it. That's how you rotate. So yeah, that's what we're going to do. We're going to do that, but not right now. Yeah, right now I'm going to show you what I did. One of the things I did, the last time there was a problem with the current waypoint. I was using this waypoint, one of these places, I think here. I was using that, and that was creating trouble. And yeah, because we didn't have waypoints for our current like for these minions. These minions don't have waypoints. These minions just simply find an enemy and they go and attack it. So yeah, that's more or less what happens. We also need to kind of figure out like if a minion is being attacked, or if a minion is like in the way, like could there be minions that don't want to engage, or that have a very short engage range, something like that? That's something to figure out as well, because these minions like have a pretty high engaging range. Like, okay, if they see you around here, they'll come and fight. Maybe these that are running away, that are trying to reach destination, maybe they shouldn't be, maybe they shouldn't have such a big range. But I don't know. Just thinking of which minions may just stop there, and some others may just leave and keep going. I think I remember Throne Rush. I don't remember if Throne Rush had like a limit, maybe 1 or 2 minions fighting 1 minion or something, or if they are just packed up fighting 1 single minion. I don't remember how it was, but yeah, we'll figure it out. Okay, remember to leave a like. My hair grew back, so that deserves a like. That deserves a like. Just that. I mean, come on, it's a miracle. Give me a like miracle, and give me a subscribe miracle. And if you're on Twitch, hit the follow thing if you don't mind, because I'm trying to get to 50. And I am going to release this thing. Oh no, not this thing. This thing as a open source package, so that you can make your own RTS. RTS sorry, tower defense / RTS, because you could use this for an RTS, but perfectly fine. You can grab many of the mechanics here, or also something like League of Legends. It works really well if you want to add it up to kind of the mechanics that you need for a League of Legends kind of game, right? For a MOBA style game, if you want to say that. So yeah, I'll give you a nice package for that. Okay, so here we go. We have these two guys here. We have this one here, and the other one's coming in. What else do we need? So let's think about this for a second. Yeah, the problems that we had. The problems that we had were the current waypoint. We were getting the current waypoint from our current way. This is the current waypoint, or right, the first enemy in the list. And the problem we had here was that if I can show you the place, yeah, here, where we were adding the minions. Remember in the collision, when we collide with a minion, we check if we're colliding with our trigger, right, with the sensor. And if we're colliding with a sensor, our sensor, right, not the other collider, we want to collide with our sensor here, right, which is the outer part of us, right? So if you're colliding, so if we're colliding in general, we want to know, hey, we have a minion here, right? Because if we collide with the sensor, we know we're colliding with, it's the first collision we get. So we're just treating it as a general collision, right? And and we're adding that minion that we collided with. We're making sure we collide with the minion itself and not with its range, right? No with its own trigger, right? No with its own range trigger thing, right? Like we have here, right? We don't want to collide with this thing, right? We want to collide with this little thing in there that is not a trigger. And that's the difference of what we're doing here. Yeah. So the problem was that we were setting the waypoint here, and I had forgotten that we were doing that. So yeah, I removed this, and that's fine. So the thing is, someone in the comments, someone in the chat suggested that why don't I just leave the waypoints as they are, something like that. I don't remember exactly what they just suggested, but they led me to this solution, which was incredible, really a great solution of saying, you know what, for now, let's not focus on trying to make the waypoints something that, you follow waypoints and the waypoints turn into the enemy thing, because maybe we just want to imagine this. I thought about it this way. Maybe it's a way of justifying doing things wrong, but I don't know. Just follow me on this one, okay? So say we're here, right? We have an enemy minion here, right? And we give it, we tell it, okay, come here. So the minion starts running here, okay, starts coming in here and finds two enemies. Will the minions just stop there and fight the enemies, or will it keep going and while the enemies pursue? I think it's probably going to fight its way to the end, right? So it should always know where it was going anyway, right? There should be, if I'm giving you a waypoint, if I'm telling you to go somewhere, you should not forget where you're going, right? In an RTS game, sort of like, I don't know, Age of Empires thing, right? You tell a little soldier there, come here, right? And so, sorry, I lost my ID there. Age of Empires. I don't know how old anyone is. I've seen that some people, here tuning in are older than me. So yeah, we all dropped our IDs, I think. But the thing is, when we select a position, when we select a place we want to go, and we get all these waypoints, we shouldn't just remove all those waypoints. We shouldn't say, oh no, now you're not going there. Probably want to regenerate them afterwards if you have like an A star or something like that. Sure. But since we're not doing that, we just have waypoints and you need to follow them. What we do is we simply discriminate. We have a different system here. We don't need to have pathfinding for enemies because we know we're attacking them when we're close to them, right? So so what we do is we simply add the minions to the list like this, right? And yeah, we'll get rid of these things in a minute. But yeah, what we were doing here, as you can see, we were setting, if you remember, if you were here before, you may remember that we were setting the new waypoints to be the enemy, right? We always had one waypoint, which was the enemy, right? We were not having like all these weird waypoints to go to a place. So yeah, that was like, a bit of a thing there. But yeah, coming down here, you can see, where is it? Oh yeah, we're setting the state here, right? We're saying, okay, do we have enemies? Well, yeah, we have enemies. So are we close enough? Yeah, we attack. If you're not close enough, we move. Same thing here, right? So if we move, if we're moving, we're not attacking, right? Here's where the stuff starts to get cranky, right? Because we're saying what the current waypoint is, what's the waypoint that we want to use. We're saying, okay, it's either the enemy, right? Or it's the waypoints, right? It's the place where we want the thing to go, right? So in the application of the move action is where we decide, are we going towards an enemy or are we going towards a waypoint? So we're simply deciding what the actual waypoint is, what the actual target direction place we want to go is. That's basically what we're doing, and that works really, really well, as you can see, because it also solves the other problem. And it's expandable. It's not perfect because we want to make sure that it's perfect for a tower defense. Let's be clear with that. It's perfect for a tower defense. Absolutely perfect for a tower defense. What we want is for this to be also good for an RTS, right? Useful, very, very useful, easy, out of the box for an RTS. The problem is that for an RTS, we will need to figure out a way to tell when we're engaging maybe with the target. When are we moving towards the target, and at which point you actually start engaging with the target, right? And when are you moving towards the target that you get the waypoints to the target? It's a bit confusing, I know, but it'll make sense in time when we get to a point where when it actually makes sense to change this. I think anyone smart enough to want to turn this into an RTS can certainly use it very easily. You can expand on this, and yeah, this will be fun to use, I think. So I'm happy with that. Yeah, I think we have more problems with right now with the weapons and the animations and all that. We still have a lot to solve. So focusing on this is still, just staying here with this thing and the moving. If they're moving to the right place, that's not a good idea, mate. It's not good. So we need to kind of make things right here. We need to make this work. Here's some of my face. All this on my face. Idiot Coda here saying that wig just confused the hell out of me. What wig? What are you talking about? What wig are you talking about? I don't know what you're talking about. Who said anything about a wig? I didn't mention a wig. Did you mention a wig? I don't know what you're talking about, mate. Someone says something about wig. I can't read anything about wig in the chat. No, there's two chats. Just you, this other guy. What wig? What wig? Please explain. I need more information. What's a wig? I don't know what you're talking about, mate. Are you just jealous of my hair? Maybe that's the thing. Maybe you're jealous of my hair. Beautiful hair I have here. Look at this. Look at it. Jealous of it. It's just jealous. You're just jealous. You can't stand it. Yeah. Okay. So we have what do we have? Yeah, we have the options of things we can address now. What can we address now? We can address the smooth rotation. We can address animations, which order we do them doesn't really alter anything in particular, I think, because movement, I think we're not going to do much while they move. Maybe we have some kind of move animation, like walk animation or something like that. If they have it, we'll use it. I don't think it makes much sense, but we can do something about it, I guess. I don't know. I don't know. But yeah, what else can we do? And then, well, the smooth rotation, yeah, the animation doesn't change anything really. Doesn't change. We can use any of them. Yeah, so any of them are fine. We can go through them. So we have smooth rotation. I think it's the shortest one. We can solve that, and I can show you a little neat trick for rotation. That, yeah, I was looking forward to showing you that trick. Something I usually do that solves most problem. It's a bit expensive memory wise and all that, but it's just, you know, it's one more object you add and it solves so many problems that, oh, sorry, I hit you there. It solves so many problems that really, it's so much worth it. So much worth it. I very much recommend doing this. So yeah, we can go for that smooth rotation trick that I wanted to show you. It also helps a lot if you don't know much of the like vector math and all that. It really saves the day. It truly saves the day. You know, sometimes you just have to use these kind of things to your favor, you know, because they are there for a reason, right? And you can just use all that math, all the math functions you have here, you know, for you. So fairly easy to access. I'm still very confused about the week thing, though. You know, idiot coder. I need to know. I need to know what you're talking about. But yeah. So I'm gonna start doing something because people are leaving. Apparently, I'm very boring. People are. We have one person on Twitch. Like what? 2 people on YouTube. What's going on, mate? What's going on? Like everyone left. Nobody liked my wig. What's going on, mate? That suddenly there's 5, 6 people, and then there's one, and I don't understand. Okay, all right. So let's. We have the waypoints problem resolved. What else? Oh yeah, we have to kind of make sure our weapon system works correctly, right? For now, the RTS weapon system has damage, it has range, it has an attack rate. I was thinking that we should probably add here to our attack rate. We should probably add also an attack delay, like at which point the attack kind of starts. You know, since we start the animation. Because think about this. Think about a punching, right? A punch, right? Maybe you kind of go with a punch like this, and you wanted to punch when the like with the hand is forward, right? You want the fist to go forward, and then you punch, right? So you go, you know, boom, and that's the moment you actually employ the collider, right? You don't want to do it sooner. You don't want it to punch exactly immediately as you attack, right? You want that sort of dynamic. Maybe the weapon kind of, that's the other thing we need to figure out with the animation is the the other thing we need to figure out is with the weapon and its attachment to the animation, right? We need to figure out who gives the animation, the attack animation, to the animator. I think it's the weapon. I think it should be the weapon, because I think it would be nice to kind of add up to the animations. I don't know, but I don't really know. We still haven't, I think we haven't downloaded the animator yet. Yeah, we don't have the animator yet. So we haven't even touched animations yet. We will need to, certainly soon, very, very soon, probably today. But right now, let's just do smooth animations, okay? Let's just do the smooth rotation. I think I'm going to show you a little trick here, okay? See how with this rotation, yeah, it's just sad that there's such few people, but hey, I don't know. I didn't know Three.js had a game engine. That's cool. Looks like Godot. Thanks, Mickey UK Dev. How's it going, mate? Thanks for being there. And yeah, it's like a Yeah, it's like it's more inspired in Unity than in Godot, I think. But but yeah, the colors may remind of Godot mostly, right? Um, yeah, the logic behind the engine is more a Unity like, I guess, with the component system and all that. I think it's more Unity like. But yeah, it makes it, I think, more friendly for all people. And there's a 1.0 coming in, like a big new version coming in soon. So that'll be cool, right? That'll be really cool to witness. Some visual scripting will be included. Yeah, I'm working really hard on the visual scripting. Visual scripting will be amazing. I think it will be so good. I'm really enjoying doing the visual scripting stuff. It's so hard. It's very challenging, mostly in the UI side. Like everything I had imagined that it would be, it's kind of falling apart. And as it falls apart in chaos, it's growing into something new. Because the problems that I thought I'd find, which were in my mind, truly, just in my mind, turned out to be different problems when I put them into practice. That's why really understanding the problem is very important, right? And you only understand the problem as you develop. And I think it's very, very important to have these things there, very graphic things in front of you. When you see the problem, when you visualize it, you get it there, it makes sense, right? And so you shouldn't architect too much before you actually do something. That's the point I'm trying to reach. You shouldn't try and get into planning so much until you really understand what you're doing. I think that's the best advice you can give anyone ever who's if I'm able to give any sort of advice. Make UK Dev says, I hate visual scripting. It just looks like spaghetti to me. Yeah, to each their own. Even to each their own, though. I'll give this a try sometime. Yeah, visual scripting is optional, obviously, right? It's still very code based. The idea about visual scripting is mostly so that you can have, it works really well when you have a team. It works really well when you don't know how to code, and it gives you an easier pathway to coding something. When you're so afraid of writing down code, because I made it in a way that it looks like a program. It's more like Scratch and less like blueprints, which I hate blueprints. It looks like absolute spaghetti to me. I hate blueprints so much. So yeah, instead of a blueprints approach, I went for a more of a blueprints Unreal and blueprints. That's the thing that really turns me off. And C++, C++. I'm sorry, C++ fans. I'm not a big fan of C++. It's a skill issue, obviously, but hey, I think something that can destroy your computer if I don't know how to use it well. I'd much rather not use it until I'm very good at it. Otherwise, my skill issues will totally destroy you because of how bad I am. But yes, I don't like the sort of blueprint visual scripting. I do very much like the sort of Scratch way, that sort of trend I like very much. So that's what I'm going for with it. And yeah, that's my aim with that. I'm going to show some of it later on. But yeah, I have a C++ project I inherited. I learned it on the job, and I'm always messing things up. Yeah, it's a easy thing to it's an easy thing to mess up. You fucking knew it. You grew your hair. Looks good. Thank you very much. Someone was saying something about a wig. Someone said, someone in the chat said something about a wig. I'm not very. I don't understand. I am very confused with that. I don't understand what wig they're talking about. I don't know what a wig is. I really don't know. What's a wig? What's a wig? Can you explain who fucking knew it? What's a wig? Please tell me. I don't know. I'm very confused. So, okay. We have weapons. We have movement. We have characters. We have health. We have all that. We have everything we need. We have UI here to show the health, the health bar thing. And so, oh yeah, the three things that we could approach where we could start doing where, because I told you two of them, I didn't tell you the third one. The first one is the smooth rotation, which is probably what we're going to do now. The second one is the animations, which I think we should probably do last. I think, and then the third thing we need to do is the tower, the minion tower, right? The tower that actually spawns these two little blue dots here. And that'll be a fun one because we need to set up a flag. We need to have like a scattering for the minions there to know, we're standing around and all that. But I think the smooth rotation is the easiest one we can tackle now. I can show you a little neat trick that we can use very, very fast, very, very now. Very, very now. Wig. It's Nordic Horse Manure Scalp Cream that does that. Yes. It's got electrolytes. Yes. You know your thing, mate. You know your thing. I just used my granddad told me when I was little, that I should go to, like to where the hens were and just put all the hen poop on my face and I'll grow my beard. And that really works really well. Just put all the hen poop in your head, on your face, and just grows your beard. And I did that, And now look at me now. Look at me now. You see that? And I tried that again. I couldn't find a hen, so I just splashed an egg on my head. I thought, it's a hen. It comes out of the hens, but so I thought it's the same thing, right? Same thing. So I just kind of just grab an egg. It was like and my hair grew back. My hair grew back. That's very nice and very fast. Very fast. You can see that, right? It grew up very, very fast, very long. You can see how long it is. You can see how long it is. Oh, very good. Looks very good, yeah. Okay. So, let's do smooth rotation. Let's rotate smoothly, not snap. Smooth. Okay? We don't want snappy. We want smoothie. So let's smoothly rotate it. And for this, come up here where all of our stupid fields are, and we're going to create a private one. We're going to create a private field because we don't want to pollute our stupid... Oh, again, this stupid Copilot thing. I'm going to create something called a ghost. New 3 object 3D. We're going to create something called a ghost. A holy ghost. Yeah. So, we need to clean up this garbage over here. We're going to do a little bit of a cleanup now, but just forget about it for now. Okay. So we're going to come here to the place where we're doing rotation. Okay. And, by the way, rip my granddad who told me the beard trick. He died last year. It's a year now. Yeah, it's about a bit more than a year. Then he died. Then he passed. What a great man. What a great man. It's great granddad. He was my granddad, not my great granddad, but he was great guy. Yeah. He also told me how to cook. Without hen poop though. So, okay, as you can see, what we're doing here is we're looking at the enemy, the object 3D of the enemy, right? This is the character, the minion enemy, and it has an object 3D, and we get in its position. We're looking at its position, and this creates this rotation. Right? It rotates, snap rotates towards it, which works well when you're following something, right? When you're doing like this follow of something, it's nice, it's okay. But when you want to like smoothly rotate towards that position, you need something else, right? So you need interpolation. So the problem is that look at it doesn't have interpolation. It just snaps there. So what do we do now? Because this should work, right? And then we have the set rotation. We're just setting the rotation to the in the body, right? In the body itself. Okay, so let's solve this problem. Yeah, we're gonna do it down here. So that we can look at the code we have here while we do it. Okay, so we have a ghost. And our ghost is simply going to be ghost.position. That copy. Okay, it knows what it needs to do, which is fine. By the way, the ghost, since we're just using this for vector math, the ghost doesn't even need to be in our scene. The ghost just knows about math. The ghost just knows about numbers, and it will use our the position, and we'll use its quaternion and all the math around it. We'll just use its sort of relative things. That's why it's a ghost. It's not really there. It's like in a different dimension, and we're just going to use that ghost to set up all the vector math for us and do everything that we need, and then we're going to copy our position to that, so that we don't have to sort of suffer through this thing, right? We're just going to snap that ghost, and we're going to smoothly rotate towards that position. So where's that rotation? So we are going to make the ghost quaternion dot copy. Yeah, we actually just need the quaternion, but yeah, we need both the quaternion and the position. And then what we do is we say ghost. Look, it wants to translate set. Why do you want to do that? What's wrong with you, Copilot? Oh my god, this thing's just wrong, mate. So we want to look at the enemy object 3D position, and we snap towards it. And now what we do is we smoothly rotate towards that position, right? So we do this, that object 3D, right? Dot quaternion, the slurp, right? This ghost quaternion, right? And we have a number here. We can set. We'll create a field for this, right? And we're gonna multiply it by our read. Oh wow, it knows. Look at that. It knows with the with the context. It knows that we need to use runtime delta time. Fucking hell, delta time. And we're going to use a field here. We're going to call this what are you going to call it? re props num. I'm going to call it smooth rotation speed equals 0. Now we need something greater than this, because we're multiplying by the we're gonna add it here. We're multiplying by the by delta time, so that will make it far slower, right? It will slow it down a lot. So where is it? Here it is. And yeah, so we're going to remove this now. Here, okay. And as you can see, we're simply setting up the ghost, right? We're setting up the ghost position and all that, and then we're looking at a position with a ghost, and then we smoothly rotate towards the position of the ghost. This dot smooth rotation speed, and that's it, and now we come here. Oh wait, because this is to attack, right? So we need to do the same for oh wait. We removed everything from here, but no, we need this line. Gonna put it here, yeah. And yeah, we're gonna remove this now. This one. We're gonna add this, the smooth rotation speed. And now we're going to grab this thing, and we're gonna paste it also here. We're gonna create a function for this. Don't worry. Gonna gonna create a function for this, but we need to, for now, since we're going to use something different until we figure out exactly what we need. Yeah, we're just going to copy, instead of the enemy, we're going to look at the current position, right, at the current waypoint, sorry. And yeah, and then we're setting the position, the rotation of the body to that of the rotation of the object. Yes, basically setting up the physics there. And yeah, that should work just fine. Okay, let's test it out. Okay, let's see. I just put 100, but really, you know, it's smooth rotation. It says 100, but I don't know how fast or slow it will be. You know, it kind of going like, you know, I don't know how fast or slow it was, but it surely will be weird. Oh, let's look at the minions. You know, when they come here, they'll rotate here in the corner. Let's see how they rotate. I don't like it. It looks like they're boing. I don't like it. I don't like it. It's kind of weird. Something we need to fix there. It's Clippy trapped in your IDE. Where's Clippy? Have you seen? Yeah, it's a new stupid version of Clippy. Yeah, Clippy was smart. Clippy was, you know, Clippy knew that he was worthless. Clippy knew that it wasn't worth it. Clippy was just there, you know. It was just this is just an idiot there. We have an idiot trap, a total idiot trap there. No, sometimes it gives you nice things. The other day he did something good, and I said it was wrong, and it was right, and I was wrong. I wanted to do it the other way around, and he was doing it the proper way, and I was wrong. So he caught me there. But I would say those moments are like probably what 1 out of 10. 1 out of 10. Clip GPT, yeah, clip GPT, yeah, absolutely. That's what it is. That's what it. I think it's worse. I think it's worse. Clippy was just here on the corner. You know, it's just not bothering you that much. This guy's, you know, this is just right there in your code. You're writing down. The thing just pops up. You know, like write whatever I want you to write. And I'm like, no, just wait a second, mate. I just want to do my thing. Let me be a programmer. Let me write code. And if I want you, if I need you, I'll call you. You know, I just press some tabs and I just, you know, I'll do something. But don't just impose yourself to me. Don't be like that. Don't be like that. You know, just the monarchy of the AI. What the fuck, mate? Just be nice. Just be nice. Be you know. This is how it starts. This is how it starts. It starts like this, and then you get Skynet. That's what happens. Let me tell you. Mickey UK saying, the other day I saw a Twitch streamer sat on his phone texting for 5 minutes while his VS Code Copilot literally created and wrote out every file for his project. I really want to know how that came out. Get a funny glimpse of the coming dystopia. Yeah, I think the dystopia will be real programmers fixing all that slop. Because there is so much slop going on. I've seen those kinds of things happening, and I see so much problems like every single time I see those files. There are good things, surely. But for every good thing, there are a bunch of bad things. And if you don't sit down and read everything these things are giving out to you, and you're very thorough checking it out, you can get in big trouble. Big trouble. I mean, if it makes massive issues with Three.js, it has massive stupid issues it creates with Three.js, I can only imagine what it will do with privacy, with security, with, you know, write CRUD up to add users and passwords and yeah, you can imagine that, just passing the password like in a cookie, you know. we programmers are cooked. Have you seen the Gemini CLI? Yeah, I've seen it, but still, I'm not. See, it's really good. It's a really nice tool for a programmer. If you don't know how to code, if you don't know how these things work, it's worthless. It's really, I mean, it can help you out to build something small, like it's something that's safe, like a front end, maybe, safe. But then the bigger the thing starts getting, and the more you want to add something, the more it starts hallucinating, getting you things that are, I know I've tried. And even I am building, I'm working on an agent. I'm building with the, Rogue Engine. The fact that the visual scripting thing, it has an interpreter that with the interpreter that it has, you can use that interpreter to generate the code with an AI, right? So instead of the AI programming for you, it will be generating configurators for you that create that tell the engine how to run things, but it's not really code, is it? It's just a configurator, right? So it's much easier for the AI to generate that, because every time I try to create a component with a massive context, even, giving it so much information and training and this and that, it seems like it just cannot do things after a while. Like there's a point of there's a size of a component that will be good, and there's a size of a component where it starts reaching certain threshold where the component starts totally blowing apart and things start getting really bad. And then when you say, oh, but I also, you just have to reset, because if you keep going with that same context, the thing will start giving you bad things. So you have to get back to the first message. See, that's how far I've gone with this thing, right? You have to go back to the first request, delete everything in the context for that, and just modify the first request and ask for everything back again with the new modifications added. Because otherwise, if you tell it, I'll add this to this, it'll make a mess. It'll absolutely make a mess. It's incredible how much of a mess it can make. So, it's kind of tricky. It's not very good with high-level programming languages. It shits the bed with C++ and Rust, for example. But high level, that I call those low level. I mean, if you're saying high level because it's hard to use programming languages, like more maybe low level programming languages. When you have memory management, that would be low level programming languages. The lower level, because it's lower to the computer, right? It's closer to the computer, then it's closer to the metal, as we say, right? Then it would be a it's really shits the bed. Absolutely. I mean, memory management, it's absolutely crazy. But for higher level programming languages, even if it makes the mistakes that it makes with high level programming languages, like it kind of makes a mess there. Well, it can be deferred, what I meant, because if I said high level, it wouldn't have been accurate. If you said if you had said low level, I think I would have understood. I would have understood completely what you meant. I think it would have been correct, because it's a lower level programming language that really requires memory management and all these things. But even in forget about memory management in a hard, very tough programming language like it's Rust or C++ requires. There is more low level, right? Then in a high level programming language like JavaScript, that is a big abstraction with garbage collection. I mean, I've seen it just new object every frame. If you start doing new object 3D every frame to do calculations like it does, then you get totally shit. I mean, the memory just goes to shit, really, just easily, fast. Memory just dies, mate. And that's a problem. That's a problem. The thing just doesn't know how to handle this thing for some reason. It sort of knows how to do this little operation here, and then it forgets about the whole context, because it even tries to use things that it thinks it imported, or that it used somewhere to define some field somewhere it didn't really define it. So it does all those kinds of stupid things, right? And to me, that's massive issues, right? That's like massive issues. And you have to go and figure out why is it erroring. So for little snippets of code, it's great. Yeah, for little, like, giving you an algorithm to do something cool, it's really good. Even a little, like a couple of functions to do something really cool. And it can, with good enough context and good enough training specific for something specific, it can give you something really good. But short, not very long. JavaScript and C++ are not the same. So in the context, you would describe C++ as high level. I would not describe C++ as high level. No, not because it's confusing. Describing as high level programming language is an abstraction. Yeah, but no, but there's a thing. You would say that you're talking about skills to use the language or something like that. But you would say a level of a programming language. When you say low level or high level programming language, you're talking about how abstract it is compared to assembly, for instance, right? The lowest level you can program something, low level assembly, very low level. And if you say, so if you say if you describe it as low level or as high level, most programmers are going to think about that, saying you're talking about, when you say low level, people are going to think C and C++, Rust, and you say high level, people are going to think JavaScript and, even, C#, if you will, it's higher, sort of, yeah, if you could call that an intermediate level. C++ is pretty high level. JavaScript is super high level. JavaScript is super high level. But yeah, I wouldn't call C++ intermediate level. I don't know. I think C# maybe, yes, but C++, I don't know. That's pretty low level. That gives you some freedom. No, I usually don't have those kind of issues with my team because they understand context. Yeah, that's fair. I guess it depends. I guess it depends. Yeah. So yeah, maybe I'm being too much of a generalist, mate. But yeah, yeah, I wouldn't call C++. I would find it. Yeah, that's why I found it confusing. Maybe C or Rust. I think those are very like close to metal, right? With memory management, all those things. I think the moment you have like this very fine-grained memory management, you're fairly low level. Yeah, it's just the moment you can blow up a processor, something, a hard drive or something. That moment I think, yeah, I would say that. But yeah, I get your point. Yeah, that's. Your point is clear though. Yeah, we're discussing nuances and stupid things. Your point is very clear, and yeah, totally. Indeed, when it has to go into the lower level things, and the lower level things, right? The memory management, those things. So a programming language that needs to do the memory management, all these things. The AI is really bad at that, or it can cause a lot of messes with that. Absolutely. With memory management, with anything that's hard like that, even security. I would say security is one of the things that worries me the most. AI's doing security. Oh, that's a mess. That will be a mess. Imagine that. Well, I think some people already have issues with that. AI's storing things in Excel sheets and things. That's beautiful, isn't it? You build the whole thing, starts to make money, you get hacked badly, and all data leaked from your users. That's shit, mate. Yeah, good point, Mickey. Though, great point. But yeah, I get to your point that it feels like a dystopia at times. It does. It really feels dystopic at times. but only at times, I think, right? Only at times. I think there's sort of a barrier we're hitting there, kind of a roof there. And we need more specificity, I think. Yeah, more specificity to make things actually work better. Yeah, I don't know. What do I know? So, but yeah, let's get focusing on this. What were we doing? Oh yeah, we need to fix our rotation here. We're gonna make our rotation slower. Okay, we're gonna make our rotation slower so that we can test and see why is it so. We're gonna do this since we're gonna have to update the prefabs. This is something I find kind of bothering sometimes. Is that when you have to update like one thing in the scene and then you have to also update the prefab, sometimes it's best to have this field like, this field not editable. Sometimes that's better, I find. I don't know. Sometimes that's what I find. Look at that. Whoa, they're rotating so fast. So you're going to use something like 10. Let's see. There you go. That's better. Yeah, I was rotating too fast. That was it. Yeah. Yeah, that's nice. That's nice. Let's see. Oh, let's see the guys in the corner there, how they rotate. There, that's nice. That's nice. Look at that. That's very cool. That's very cool. That's very, very nice. Okay. I like this. I think it's good. I think it works. I think I'm happy with it. And you see now, okay, you've found a little bit of a trick here, if you hadn't seen it before, of how to do a smooth rotation. So we're going to create this smooth look at. Yeah, I'm okay. You see, one thing I've seen is that it's really good at naming things sometimes, like many times, not all the time, but sometimes when it has context, it's really good at it's like your team, Miki. It's like your team. When they have context, they have no problem understanding that. So we can have like a target vector 3, and we can pass in what position we want to look at, and there we go. There you go. There it is. You see. There you go. We simply look at the target there, and that's it. And we rotate. Very nice. So we say this smooth look at current waypoint position. There you go. There you go. Clippy doing nice things, eh? Clippy GPT doing the cool stuff. Okay, so we're gonna just simply change this one. Smooth look at. There you go. All right, yeah. There it is. How cool is that? We have a very nice smooth look at. We have a very cool what do you call it? Movement thing there. Let's remove all this stuff that we have here because we don't need it. We really don't need it. Well, should we change our origin here now? When the enemy is 0, like when we are we're going back to 0 here. Should we change our origin to the place we're now? Like, we surely shouldn't do that. We surely shouldn't change where our enemies going, where our waypoints are, what our waypoints are. But we could probably change this waypoint, enemy 0. Yeah, this doesn't work now. We don't need that. Remove the dead enemies. So we're cleaning this up. Looks nice. Looks good. It's decent. It's okay. Yeah. Okay. We need to instantiate an explosion or something when we die. Death animation. Whatever we need there. We sort of need to figure that out. And again, we will need to figure out what to do with the weapons. Like have some kind of delay to begin the animation. And probably this should be fixed to the animation somehow. Surely the attack should be correlated to some kind of animation if we want it to be, right? We may not want it to be correlated to an animation. We could use this as an abstraction for our more specific weapons that maybe don't use animations, that maybe use something else. And we could have a specific weapon that has animations. I don't know. We could see that. Probably we're gonna need to test shortly. But this is an abstraction, very much an abstraction. That's what we are calling an RTS weapon. So we need to be careful with how we use it. And I always prefer composition over inheritance, but I'm not dogmatic about it, of course, as you well know. If you know me, I'm not dogmatic about things, because the moment you get dogmatic about things, I get problems, right? So yeah, let's remove that, and yeah, everything's clean now. Okay, so the other two things. By the way, leave a like, subscribe if you like what we're doing here. If you're enjoying the live stream, leave a like, subscribe, all that. And yeah, all that. Cool stuff. Oh, if you're watching on Twitch, we're trying to get to 50. We're trying to get so bad to get to 50. It's hard. This is a hard job to do. We're really trying. But hey, we are. Okay. So yeah, if you don't mind leaving a follow there, and yeah, whatever you can do to help us there, share the live stream, all that. What do we do now? We have smooth rotation, animations, and so we killed the smooth rotations. Now we have animation and the minion tower thing. Which one can we do now? Maybe we can get started with the animations. Like we could do like the first bit of animation, so that we sort of solve this problem first of all. Because I mean, we can add another tower now, but we're gonna need to like go pick it up and all that, start picking it. Or we can just download the animation package. Let's start adding the animator package thing, and we can start playing with it. And yeah, let's install this. So we can start with this, and come on, install yourself. Oh, come on, mate. Confirm. Yes. There you go. So here we go. Here's our animator. One component. That's all you need. That's all you really need. But when you need the animations, right? You need the animations, and that's important. So we need to figure that out. We need to figure out the animations. How do we do that? Well, let me show you. I don't remember which one it was. I'm gonna need to go look at them. Which one was the one we were using? I think it's this one. I think this is the one we're using. Yeah. I think this is the one. Yeah. Let's see. Yeah, this is the one. Yeah, this is the one we're using. Yeah. So, how do we use the animations? The animator. Let's let's start giving the animator to our guys here. We'll use the melee minion as the main enemy minion as a base for this. We're going to add the animator component, right? The rogue animator. It's added here right to the bottom. I'm gonna bring it up here to the top. Oh. Should we add it to the top? Should we leave it like, I don't know. I like having it like above, like here. Yeah, I like it there. So we need to add a few animations there, otherwise it's just what are we even doing, right? Let's look at our little minion there. Let's look at it. Let's look at it. Okay, here we go. Here we have it. So what do we do with our minion? We're going to save this scene so we can start playing with this. And we're going to come here. We're going to do animations. We got an idle and a run. We don't have an attack. Where's an attack animation? We need an attack animation of sorts, right? Doesn't have an attack animation. Oh no. That's bad. Okay. So, let's have an attack animation. We need an attack animation. Yeah, I think there is an attack animation, but it's not in this one. Surely I need to find the one that has the attack animation, because I know that there's one that punches. It's not this one. These are all the trials we made for the first one. We need to remove them from here because we surely don't need them now. This is our melee minion, the one we actually built, and our friendly minion thing, the ones we actually used. And so yeah, we need to clean up the project. We need to start cleaning it up, otherwise it's going to start getting messy, and we don't want that. Yeah, it's going to get quite messy otherwise. But what else we need to do? Yeah, let's come here. Let's do the first things for the animator, okay? So we have an idle and we have a run, right? So come here and let's add a couple of these, okay? We're just gonna call this one walk, and we'll add this one, this run animation. Oh yeah, we need to press enter, run, walk. Well, should probably idle first, right? Idle should be the main one. I forget about pressing enter and walk and press enter, right? So we bring in the idle and run here. Yeah, and so we select idle and we see what it does. Yeah, so it looks like that. And then the run animation, the walk animation. Okay. 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 Beautiful. So we should probably pull them up a little bit, because I see that the idle animation is kind of going down in the ground. So we should probably pull the character armature a bit up, you know, like just a tiny bit up. It was -2. We should probably put it on -2 something, or was it? Yeah, let's just make it -2 like that and see how it does. Maybe a bit further up. Maybe 1.9. Let's see how it does. I think that's okay. I mean, it's a bit going down there, but we're not going to see it from above like this, are we? That's okay. Yeah, that's fine. All right. Yeah, we don't want it to be too much above the ground. So yeah. That's fine. That's fine. All right, okay. So we're happy with this. We're happy with this. Let's save it. Let's save it here on our prefabs. Okay, let's save it here. There you go. And we have animations. Now, what do we do with these animations? We have animations, but what's with them, right? What's with our animation? Now, so we're gonna do the same thing with this other one, right? We're gonna copy component values. We're going to come here to the friendly minion, and we're going to add animator. Yeah. There you go. And we're going to say base component values. There you go. So now we have an idle. See that? We need to pull them up as well. 1.9 was it? 1.9. There you go. Yeah, we just need to change one. We just need to do one of each, because just do this, and the other one changes, and yeah, it's immediately there for both of them. So we can play this, right? And we can play it here as well. There you go. So yeah, there you go. We have both of our prefabs done. This is working nice. So now we come here to our minion, and let's use our animation in our states, okay? So how do we do this? So same way we are requiring a body here, right? To see how we are requiring the body, we also can require the rogue animator. Require. Oh, how nice, you know. Rogue animator. There you go. So this will simply save the animator component that we have, right? The default animator component, because we're not saying anything different here. We're not saying the animator component with a specific name or something like that. We're just saying, as you see, we have there's an overload we can use where you can pass in the name. We can get like a specific animator if we have like 2 or 3 for some reason. This works, right? For animator, you don't have more than one, but you can have like 4 wheels for your car or something, and you can have like wheel 1, wheel 2, wheel 3, wheel 4, something like that, right? It works for that. So yeah, let's use it this way, because we have now one animator. That's all we want. So yeah, we need to come here, and yeah, we need a death animation too. So we need death, attack are the 2 we're missing, like death and attack. Yeah, if there's a death animation, I guess we could just explode it. We could just make it explode, which makes an explosion. But yeah, I don't know. Let's bring in yeah, select state. We're selecting the state. We're saying attack, move, idle. Okay, so when we're idle, we say this animator dot mix, or we can say just play. No, not play. No, sorry, I'm saying something stupid, right? What was it? I think it's mix. Yeah, it's just mix idle, right? And we can set a transition time. We can set like 0.1. Yeah, it was mixed. Yeah, plays is not the one. Okay, so we mix to idle 0.1. All right, and when we attack, we do this dot animator. Yeah, if we had an attack, we would do this, right? So attack 0.1. Well, not really, because we need to know if we are in. Yeah, this should probably be handled by the weapon, right? Because each weapon should have like a different, maybe a different animation or something like that. Probably, I don't know. We should figure out how to do that, right? Probably the weapon animation. The weapon should sort of set up an animation, like dynamically or something like that. Yeah, it's totally possible to do. Very easy. It's not that hard. So what do we do here? We say apply state, yeah, idle and move. Yeah, this one, absolutely. We come here and say animator dot mix walk, and we say 0.1. Yeah, it's fine. We'll see if that works fine. Let's check this out. Oh, look at that. they're like moving or something. They're like they were walking. They were doing the walk animation. Although they were fighting, they're actually attacking, right? But they were doing the walk animation. These are just walking, right? These are just walking. But you can see the difference between the walk and the idle animation, right? When this one's kill this guy, they start idling. They're idling there, right? And these guys, they're coming in. Walking animation. There you go. So that works, right? That works fine. That's nice. That works pretty cool. Very, very fine. Very, very nice. I like it. That's resolved. How easy was that? I mean, I'm surprised how easy it was. I was expecting to have to explain more. I mean, but I guess it was just so simple that there was nothing to explain. I thought I was going to have to explain a bit more of what was going on. But I think this is quite easy, innit? I mean, does someone have any doubts here? Does someone need any further explanations? Let me know, please. I think it's fairly understood what happened here. You let me know. You let me know if it was understood. Yes, I'm happy with this. I'm happy with this result. Okay, we have idle. We have walk. Yeah, but we need an attack and a death animation. Maybe I need to bring in another one of the models that may have some more animations there for us. Let me yeah, but for that I'm gonna have to come back to my face. You're gonna have to watch my ugly mug a little bit as I drink one more mate for you here in front of you. Very well deserved mate. Meanwhile, let me know how you're enjoying this, how much you're enjoying this, how much are you learning about Three.js. We did smooth rotation, right? I showed you the new system to walk around and do things. You saw the smooth rotation trick, which is really cool, and you also learned about how to use the animator, right? Which I mean, I'd already shown this, but it's fairly simple, isn't it? Like there's no much to it. Yeah, you can set the mix, like to have like a specific amount that you want to add to that animation. Like you can set how much of the animation you want, so that sorry, if you set how much of the animation you want, it will work incredibly. It will work just incredibly fine for it. You'll see what I'm talking about. You'll see what I'm talking about. With the you can see that I did that with the how if you set how much of the animation you want, you can set the like the how do you say the analog stick. I was thinking about it. You can set how much you want from the analog stick. Like say if you're running, right, you can say, okay, this amount of analog stick, is what I'm using. So, from 0 to 1, how much you want of the animation, and use that for how much you want of the animation, like the actual amount of animation you want to add. But yeah, it's I don't know. Let's I'm sorry I'm showing you my ugly mug right now, but I'm trying to bring in, I'm thinking, I'm talking, and I'm looking for something. I'm looking for a I'm looking for an asset, for the asset that I need. By the way, this amazing assets by Quaternius. Quaternius, what an incredible lad. Go subscribe to his Patreon. Go pay him on Patreon. Look at his assets, quaternius.com. Look at the assets that he makes. Incredible stuff. Don't forget to pick it up and use it. And pay him some respects. Give him some money. Just give him, I think you can pay $3 and get everything in one file. I mean, and it's just contributing to someone making Creative Commons assets for everyone. Subscribe to his Patreon, pay him $3 or something for everything. Just any contribution helps. Let's let artists get paid. Let's help them. And they truly are helping us. That's for real. That's for real. I mean, the ones helping us, if we at least not give back something, what are we even doing, right? So let's help them out. If you can, of course, right? Let me see where I think I have it somewhere here. Was this it? No, it was not this one. It was oh, this one here, I think it is. Damn. Oh, this one is, yeah, I think it's this one. Let me try this one. Maybe the one that has the gun and the maybe the one with the gun and the yeah, there's one that has a gun and has other stuff in it. Maybe that one's the one we should be using. Let's see. Because I think it has legs as well, so we could use that one. Let's see. Okay, let's try it out. Dead, attack, idle, run, shoot, walk. Okay. We can try a few animations from this one. Okay, yeah. Yeah, I think we have more here. We can try them out. I don't know if they will work, but we can try them out. All right. I'll bring you back to the page here so we can see what's going on. No, where is it? Here. Oh, here we are. Screen. There it is. All right, here we are. We're back. Okay. So animations. Yes, let's bring in the an attack animation. We'll use like a generalist attack animation. Okay, just to test it. Yeah, we're just gonna have one attack animation here. Attack animation, right? And yeah, just a general attack animation. And the dynamic way in which we could use it is simply the weapons. When you decide a weapon, it just sets itself up as the, sets up a new animation in the attack field, you see? I think that's more or less what we could do. It would be an interesting way to set up dynamic animations. There's definitely many ways we could do this. I think that's the most, I think, standard one. When you have like already have a field and you simply switch the animation for the one that you have set up already, sort of switching them up. Yeah, so we set up one in a weapon component and we switch it with the one we have in the animator, right? Maybe the animator doesn't have anything, right? Or has a placeholder animation, and we just switch that up. Every time you attack, it uses the weapon one. That could be it. All right, so let's. I don't know if I made already the if I already made it so that it's easy to set up dynamically the animations, but I don't remember how I made this exactly. But I'm gonna look. It's not that hard, really. It's a small enough components to check out what I did. Yeah, let's look at this. Animations. I created this folder. I brought in this guide just to have some things to test. And let's look at the attack one here. Let's just put it here and see what it does. Let's see what it does here. Attack. There you go. That's what you want. A punch in the face. Yeah, there you go. You see what I was talking about? Like, it shouldn't be really doing damage, like actually shooting the weapon when it's when the fist is back like that, you know? It should be doing the damage when the fist is like going forward, right? So when does it start? So that's where the delay that I was talking about would go, right? You say attack, and then sort of there's a delay. There's a boom, right? At which point does it actually show? You know, shoot the projectile, which in this case would be a fist, right? Just the collider in your fist or something like that. Follows the fist. Shouldn't be present there all the time, or shouldn't be actually be actuating all the time. Otherwise, it's a waste. Okay. So yeah, I'm okay with this. Let's use that, and let's bring this one in. Let's do the same. Let's grab this one here. Let's see if the other ones are different. I think we have a dead as well. We have dead animation as well. Look at that. It's not gonna work now because we're simply like removing it. Should probably like add some kind of timer to remove it. That would be fun. Yeah, that'll be fun. That'll be fun to look at. Like say, okay, falls down and then disappears. We should try that. And yeah, we should try that. In fact, let's add all the animations. Let's add dead. Let's add one. Death. And this one's called dead. What does dead look like? Oh, nice. Okay, yeah, let's use that. And what else? We need field 4. We need it has run, idle, shoot, walk. We should have yeah, because you see how there's a shoot one, right? We have 2 weapons. We have one attack and one shoot. You see, to shoot something, like because this guy has a gun in his head. So the one I got all these animations from. Are we gonna get that one next? I think we should work on minions, like different sorts of minions next, because that would be cool to have like minions to shoot and try our weapon system, like for real, like really try it. Okay, so field 4 should be we have attack, we have idle, we have shoot, we have walk. I think that's fine, right? Oh, you see, well, there's a walk animation here. There's an actual walk animation. See how the walk animation is compared to, and what this idle animation is like. See, walk. Oh, I like this walk animation. It's different. It's nice. It's okay. Let's try it out then. And the idle is the same thing, exact thing. All right. Yeah, we don't need this one. I think we're okay with this. We have a death animation. We have attack, walk, idle. All right. So we're gonna come here and we're gonna say simply, okay, when we move, we do walk. Let's say when we attack, yeah, we're just gonna use the attack animation here. And we say attack. Like I said, we're not gonna do this. This is just a placeholder now, but just for laughs, you know, for giggles. And we're gonna have death here. Okay, when death, we remove, it says, right? But let's do remove, like in a certain period of time. Probably, yeah, because we're returning here, right? This is what we're doing now. So we're just gonna call the death animation, and we're just gonna do probably a set timeout. This is very unhealthy. We shouldn't do a set timeout like this. Let's do 500 or something, like 1000, like 1 second. Let's give it 1 second, and let's make this one a once animation. Like I think how was it done? I don't remember. How did we do this? Animator. I don't remember how it was. Once. Because we need to play it just once. I think that I made a clever way of doing that, but I don't remember how I did it. This is what I was talking about, the weight of the animation. Yeah, I wanted to say weight and I couldn't think of it. Like, oh, how do you say weight? But yes. Actions, death, loop. I think we should say set loop equals false. Let's do this. Set loop apparently. Oh, this is a read only. Set loop. Okay, this is how you do it. Loop once. There you go. I think this is how you do it. I think that's how you do it. So we can do like say death. Oh right, but yeah, it won't work here, would it? Yeah, it won't work here. But yeah, let's try it out. Like when we play. Look at that. They're fighting. They're fighting. Yeah, we need. Yeah. Okay, yeah, that caused problems, did it? Set loop. Set loop of. Oh no, I caused an issue there. Okay, I mistakenly opened the new Rogue Engine, the latest version of Rogue Engine. That's gonna cause a little bit of problem right now, but don't worry about it. Just a little mess. Oh right, death. There you go. Sorry about that. Yeah, let's close it up. And let's test this. Yeah, we need to update the okay, it goes away. It sets the loop, but it didn't work anyway. Yeah. Wait. Warp. I remember I had a more clever way of doing this. I need to look into it, but I think there was a more clever way of doing this that I had done. I can't remember it for real, so it was, let's do 200 like this to see. Let's time it with the animation, like with the death of the character. So like okay, first things first, we're going to copy the component values. We're going to bring it here and paste them here. Paste component values. Now we're going to come here to the prefabs and we're going to update them. Okay, melee minion and our friendly minion. I think this is the one that we updated with everything. There you go. So now all of them are going to fight, right? They're all going to. This is a war. There you go. Very nice. The attack now. So we have attacking minions now that animate. This one's walking like that. It looks nice. They fight. Punch each other in the face. There you go. Yeah, probably a bit more. Let's make it like 250. See how that works. I think 250 will be fine. Yeah. Tiny bit more. Yeah, we're just timing it for now, right? Because we don't have the yeah, we don't know exactly how to do that, but we'll figure it out. We'll figure it out. There you go. It's dead. It's dead. I think that there was a way to do this. I'm sure there was a way to do this. Let's check it out. Play action. I'm sure there's a way to do this in this way. Active action loop equals loop once. Clamp when finished. Oh, it's clamp when finished. Okay. Okay, so we have to set the clamp when finished, probably. Let's see. I think with the clamp when finished, we could make it work. Let's see. I don't know. I didn't really read what it was doing there, but let's test it. Let's test our theory. Let's see. This animator actions death clamp when finished. Oh, it knows what I'm doing. Nice. Cool stuff, eh? So let's see. There you go. Yeah, nice. That was it. Yeah, we just need the clamp when finished. Loop once, clamp when finished. I don't think we need the loop once. I'm thinking of it. Yeah, I don't think we need this. I think we clamp when finished. It's just fine. No, we need the loop once. Yeah. Yeah. And it's how many times, right? Repetitions, just once. There you go. So there you go. We say loop once. We start fighting it. There you go. And we wait for those guys coming around the corner, walking by slowly but surely. And here they come and we fight. And it's a war. And let's destroy them with our cannons. Boom, boom. Nice. Really great. Really awesome. That's really cool. That's really cool. My goodness. This game is coming out really nice. So yeah, let's oh no, not this one. Let's do a gun. And let's do another gun here. Oh, it's attacking our guys as well. Look at that. It's attacking our guys. Why? The towers do not attack our guys. Oh no. No. Right, we have animations. This is cool. I'm happy with this. I'm really happy with this. I'm gonna check out the audio. Yeah, audio is fine. Fine. I like this. I like this. Me likey. It's good. It's nice. It's okay. It's not yet there. We need to figure out how are we going to do a weapon system properly. How our weapons are going to handle the animations, and also coordinate, sort of at least coordinate. It's not absolutely necessary, but I think we should make it so that the actual attack is what makes the animation, right? So say every attack animation should be synchronized with every attack, right? And then have a delay of sorts, right? Maybe so that, let me explain what I'm trying to say. We have an attack rate, right? The attack rate, it says, okay, when do we shoot our weapon, right? Which could be our fists. So the attack rate says, okay, yeah, shoot this. Okay, shoot this this fist. So what it's saying is start the animation as well, right? So what we should have is sort of a delay from the animation start right? So we start the animation immediately, right? But we should have a delay for shooting the weapon, right? For shooting the actual weapon, so that if there's a loading phase of the animation, right? If there's a loading phase for it, we should sort of let that happen. Even if you have like a gun, the gun that's sort of, you need to like pull it up and shoot, we need to account for that delay as well. Yeah. And we could have like a gun weapon as well here, right? And have that animation, switch it for the actual attack animation in place right now. And yeah. And that could be it, right? So, but it's really nice. Really nice. We have punching. We have, we need to sync it up, but I think it's nice. I think this will work really well, really cool. And yeah, we did a lot today. We actually did a lot today. We did really cool things. I'm happy with living it like this today because there's nobody participating in the chat. We last had Miki there participating. We were discussing if it was low level or not. We really hung with that conversation, doing nothing there. But it was nice to have you here, Miki. It was nice to have you here, everyone. Who funking knew it? You're always there. Thank you so much for helping out, for being there. Thank you so much, Idiot Coda. Very cool name. Yeah, I think those everyone who chatted today was no, there was someone. I'm sure there was someone from YouTube. Was there anyone else from YouTube? Agenda, how's it going, Agenda? Nice to have you here. I'm just about to leave. You're all right just at the end, unless I don't know. You were saying something on YouTube. The thing is, you're the first to talk on YouTube. You know this is, thank you so much, because you're the one who talked on YouTube. There's been more people on YouTube throughout the live stream, and you're the first to talk. So congratulations. Thank you so much. And so yeah, we had a nice live stream today, and I'm very happy about it. And I think it was very, very cool. Let's think about the things we did. We did smooth rotation. We did, you saw the cool smooth rotation trick. By the way, Agenda, if you weren't here, go back and look at the smooth rotation thing. It's a very nice trick if you're looking into Three.js, or if you like Three.js. You have a very, very nice trick there that I did. That sometimes people go like, how do I do this? Well, there you go. That's a nice trick. That will work for anything that you need to do with vector math and all those things. Just use the little functions to Three.js and see how you can sort of adapt to different situations. And then there is what else did we do? We added the animations. We fixed problems that we had. We cleaned up the code. We what else did we do? I don't remember what else we did. But yeah, we added a bunch of animations for every state. Yeah, I'm happy with it. I don't know. We did a bunch of things. And I'm happy with them. And I think it's gonna be really cool. If you missed part of everything we did, I recommend that you go back and watch it completely, because it was really, really useful, everything we did. I think at least the meaningless conversations that we had there a bit, I probably some of them just went a bit too much. But hey, it's always nice to talk to you. Either way, always cool to talk to you. I'm always here to talk in the chat if you have any questions. The first thing I do this for is to answer your questions. So that's a priority. If you need anything answered, here I am, and I'll answer your questions. All right. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for joining us. To everyone who's, envious of my new hair, I am very sorry. It's mine. And yeah, it's just, what else can I do? So see you next time. Bye-bye. What? He has hair now? No, he doesn't have any hair. No?